guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Mr. J Gaming here, or maybe Anorak Dracaris, we don't know. I've been kind of contemplating making a little name change. I don't know. Right now I have 2 Minecraft accounts, so we'll see how it goes. But anyways, so I do want to talk really quick before we start this video tutorial. And I'm going to try to make this fast because I know the video is long. But if you clicked on the video, I know that you probably were like, I might give this a chance. But if you see that it's too long for you, I understand if you have to click away, because wow, this was a long one. But anyways, so I just want to kind of explain really quick. This video, I am doing a tutorial on how to build the Jurassic Park Visitor Center. Now, there's a couple things with it. One, I want you to note that while I'm showing you guys how to make things, you can use whatever blocks you want, because in parts of the build, I use specific blocks just for detailing that are a part of different types of mods and different things, which I kind of talk about as I'm going through and using those blocks. But if you don't have access to them, just go ahead and use anything. Whatever you guys think will look good. But the basis of this video is just to show you kind of that, like, the outline of how to make everything, and you can use whatever blocks you want. So just keep that in mind, that I do kind of change my blocks throughout the videos. The other thing is I finished the video all the way up until the point where I was working on the interior. Now, what I mean by this is I got a good amount of the interior done, and I showed you guys the important parts of the interior, but I was going to do some decoration stuff towards the end, and I completely messed up and lost the world that I built this in while I was going through and doing, like, making some changes to my Minecraft stuff. So I don't even have this build anymore, and I don't feel like going back and recreating it right now. I will eventually, though, because as you can see, I am standing here on my own server. So this server is basically Oasis based. I'm going to try to name it something after Oasis. But what you can kind of think about is like a kind of like Ready Player One in a way, like that Oasis. Except it kind of is, I'm just going to incorporate different worlds and things. So right now I know that's not how you spell Jurassic. But I'm going to have some type of Jurassic Park stuff over there. So you will see this build eventually again. And it will be in there. Also, that arcade is probably going to be a casino. Right there is going to be the regular stuff. And over there is probably my own version of Harry Potter. We will see. We will see. And then back there, I'm probably going to do something with superheroes. These titles aren't all finished yet. I'm still in my very early stages of everything with this server, but once I do more development on it, I will be posting more YouTube videos to show you guys those things. So wow, I am rambling once again, so let's just get right into this video, okay? I know it is very long, but I do go through pretty detailed on how to create everything. One last thing that I want to note: this Jurassic Park Visitor Center was inspired by another YouTube video. I don't remember the YouTube video. I will try to find the link to it and put it in the description if you just want to go to that. But in those videos, he doesn't do kind of like a play-by-play tutorial on where you place blocks and stuff. He's just kind of does like a quick aerial overview, and then is like, so I did this, and then I put a roof on, and then I'm done. So right here, I'm going to teach you guys exactly what blocks you need to place, what the outline is, everything you guys need to know, plus some of my own things that I added to it just to make the build overall look better. So alright, with that being said, let's get right into this video. Alright, peace. Okay guys, so in building the visitor center, the first thing that you're going to have to do is clear out a bunch of land. So I will do the overhead view of this. Go. If I do the overhead view, you'll see about the area that you need to do this. So basically, I just wanted to kind of run through really quick and tell you like how big the dimensions are of this. But like I said, the first thing that you have to do is get all the grass cleared out and stuff. I believe that from like there all the way down to like right there is like 77 to 80 blocks. So I'll count it out and put the dimensions up on the screen of like what you need for each of them. But yeah, so I'll do the dimensions for all the way across and down and then side to side. Okay guys, so the first part of building the visitor center is a little tricky for me to explain, but I'm going to do my absolute best. As you can see on the screen right now, I have this outline. This is basically the outline for the entire visitor center. That's the total dimensions of it. So, just so you guys know, from the back white block over there, all the way to the farthest facing block over here, which is right there, that is 69 blocks. And from side to side is also 69. So this entire visitor center is within a 69 by 69 block radius. With that being said, I'm going to show you guys where I start and the dimensions of this. So I always start in the very back. So if I come down here, you will see that there is a longer strip. And hold on, the weather. So I am getting a little bit of lag right now. I don't know why, but it's happening. But anyways, so I'm just going to go in order and tell you what each layer is. So this is 10 blocks wide. Now, this is going to be the same on both sides the whole way through. This is literally, this entire side is the exact same as the other side. So I'm just going to run through this one side. So you got 10. You got 4. 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, you have 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. Now over here you have 2, 1, 4, 2. You have a 2 space right here. You have 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Now this entire line right here is 6. So don't forget it. The 6 is including with that third one. So you have 3 right there, 6 this way. And then you have 2, 2, 1, 1, and then you have 4. And then this is a 4 space right here. And then the other side is the exact same as this side that I just showed you. So you just go in reverse basically. So you'll see 4, 4, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. It's the exact same. Okay, so that is basically the, if I could fly right here, that is the layout of the visitor center. Now we will get into the next step here right now. So let's go. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to want to do is you want to start making the outside wall for the majority of it. So is come over here to this block right outside of like the beginning of it. You will see that there's like the 3 right here, and then there's these 2. Go to the one that's in the back right here, this block. Now whatever stone slab that you chose to use, you are just gonna build up, and you're gonna make sure it's 18 high. So right now I'm using quartz slabs, so they kind of combine together. So I could just use like a normal quartz block, but instead or whatever I'm using slabs because there is some different layering on some of them. but what you want to do is go ahead and go 18 total high, and that's including the ground one that you have already placed. So that's 2. So I'm just going to want to build this up 18 high. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so that's basically that, and that might have been, I might have did that wrong or whatever. I'll go back and check it out. But I'm going to quickly go through and just use world edit. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. But I'm going to use world edit to just go across and raise all of this up really quick. But yeah, so that's the next part of the step, is you want to go ahead and go to this block and raise it up 18 high, and you want to do that on all of them around the entire circle, except for the stuff that's in front. So from here back, you want to go ahead and raise up, because the stuff that's in the front here is going to be part of your fountain, and you don't want that 18 high. So over here on the opposite side, when you're going around the entire circle raising it 18 high, you would go and you would finish on this block raising it 18 high. Okay, so that's that step. So the next step that you're going to do is basically this right here. So we're making the entrance to the like visitor center in the front. So like there's going to be kind of like waterfall, scenery, like greenery stuff over here. But basically I want to show you the outline of it first, and I'll tell you the dimensions of that right now. So if you go down here, you'll see that this is 2 blocks high, or as I'm using half slabs, it's 4 half slabs. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wide here. And then you have one more that goes all the way back. Over here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you have 1, 2, 3. And then you have 1, 2, 3. So you can see how those are all just off shifted by 1, and if you go level, you'll see that each one is just raised a block higher than the last one. So yeah, that's how you do that part of it. And then over here, you'll notice that from right here, you build across the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then when you get to the 8th one, you go back 1, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go up again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go up again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is your barrier that you made in the last step. And then you do the exact same thing to the other side. So just a quick recap, you go 7 across, with your 8th one being the straightaway right here. You just go up a block every 4, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here, you start 1, 2, 3 in. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Again, each of those being raised up 1 block. So this part I brought out here just a little bit. I'm going to kind of terraform some more space out here just to do some more stuff, but you don't need this out here. The visitor center all still fits inside this 69 by 69 block radius. I just kind of want to have a little bit more of an open area, so I started building out a little bit. So yeah, that brings us to our next step. Okay, as you can see, I made a major change. So basically all the quartz and stuff, I just switched to this different block that I have with the Jurassic Craft mod, just because I thought it looked better and I just kind of wanted to change it up some. Anyways though, so let me explain what I did here or whatever in this portion, other than switching the color or the texture of the brick. So I started adding this going up, and then I also did this little part around the back. So let's see, I will start with this to show you guys. So what you want to do is at the very first, like, remember this is like as far as you go out, at the very first one you want to put stairs, and then you can put any type of block. I just put these stone slabs here, and then I put stone stairs, stone slabs, stone stairs, stone slabs. So you basically just repeat it. So you go on the first one, you do stairs, and then the other three you do slabs, and then the first one you do stairs, the other three you do slabs, and you repeat this until you get to the last one, and then you do double stairs up to this top level or top layer. So being up here now or whatever, you have to get the rest of the outline before you just go ahead and start filling in with your half slabs or floor blocks, whatever you're using. So I'm gonna start by showing you over here. So previously we had up until here, because remember this is where you start your wall going back. So this is the first block that you want to add. So going off of this one, you want to go over 1, 2, 3, and then you want to come forward 1, and then 1, 2, 3, forward 1, and then you do this diagonal for 5 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you come forward 1, and then you go 1, 2, forward 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and then you do the exact same on the other side. So I always start from over here. You go 1, 2, 3, forward 1, 1, 2, 3, forward 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you got forward 1, 1, 2, forward 1, 1, 2, 3. So once you get that outline done, then all you want to do is just go ahead and fill this in with whatever blocks that you have. And then this is basically kind of like your just balcony area to look off of. So yeah, with that being said, now we're going to get into the next step of this, which I'm going to show you guys the fountain part of the tutorial. Okay, so as you can see now or whatever, I have one half of the waterfall done. So I'm going to show you the other half. Real quick though, I did want to say that I noticed that I did not have this leveled off correctly once I switched all my stone, but I got it fixed now. So anyways or whatever, what you want to do is, well, for me personally, I kind of wanted this water to have like a darker effect. So I decided to get black wool and put black wool behind it. So you just want to go over here and fill in the bottom of this with black wool, and then once you get to the like next spot up, just like I do over here, you want to, one second, I'm just making sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go up. Yep. So you fill in all 4 of these, or basically this 4 brick area, and then you go up. And then you got your couple of 3, my bad. And then 2 and 2 and 2. There we go. So basically it's going to be like this little like kind of black effect right here. And then you're just going to go over and you're going to put the water down right here. And then if you keep filling up some of the areas right before the drop-offs, it will make it so you don't get this loud water effect of it doing like a little waterfall or whatever. So you'll see if I can get all the spots over here, calm down. There we go. Now it's quiet, you know. Sounds good because I don't want to, like, as I'm walking through, I want it to be peaceful. I don't want to hear like a waterfall, you know, super loud. So it's peaceful now. So yeah, so this is the waterfall effect that you're going to have for the front of your fountain. So then the next part of it or whatever I'm going to show you in a second, you basically just fill this stuff in over here on the sides with some greenery. And you can also throw some lily pads in the water if you would like. Okay, so you can see I kind of messed up here. There was a tree that grew. But yeah, so you just go over here, put some like greenery on the sides of it, add some lily pads and stuff, and it looks pretty good. So the next part that we're going to do is we're going to add some, oh my god, that's a tree. I just, you know, you don't expect it sometimes. So I would suggest not having a tree here because you want to see the front of your visitor center. So we're just going to let that fall apart, hopefully. But anyways, so I'm just going to come over here. There's 3 sections of black stained glass that you're going to put on each side. So the first section is right here. You're going to go 6 high on all 3 of these. 4, 5, 6, and that kind of looks a little funny on here. No, it's not. We'll see. I might change that or whatever due to my shaders. But yeah, I know that before, like, black stained glass usually looks pretty good. Even though this kind of looks purplish right now, maybe it'll change. So you got 3 there. I'll show you really quick. The next 3 are going to be, or the next set's going to be right there, and the other one is these 2 right here. So you're going to go and do the same on the other side. So you're going to do those 2, these 5, and these 3. And you're going to go 6 high with the black stained glass. So yeah, that's the next step. I'll show you when we're done with this. Okay, so the black stained glass is in place. So the next step that you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to come over here to this spot right here, and you're going to build up 4. So this will be above it by 1. And then right here, you want to go up 7. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The reason being is you're going to go over top of the glass. So on the rest of the spots that you have like these, you want to go ahead and raise it up 7. Now, and the other thing that you want to do is once you raise that up 7, you want to go on top of the black stained glass and just put a layer over top of it. So it's basically just making it all even. Now let me show you real quick or whatever on this side. Don't forget that you want to move this one up only 4, and then you can go back up 7. Okay. So, and we're just going to do that all the way basically to just to this block right here. Yeah, you're just going to go to this block right here basically, and then this is going to be part of the next step for the actual middle entrance part. So let me just show you one complete side here, and it's getting dark. Times that day. Okay, so basically or whatever, it's going to look like this on both sides. So you want to go ahead and put this just over there like that. And then the next step will be working in the center here. Okay guys, so as you can see, this is pretty cool. I just kind of remade this from what I used to do. So I think this is actually the best version of an entrance I've ever made. So anyways, with that being said, I will teach you guys how to do this. So I left off, I believe, where I was telling you guys that you have to fill in all the way up to this block, raising it all the way up like 7 levels or something. Well, anyways, what you want to do then is where you have these 3 that are down here, you basically want to build this first one up 4. So you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put a stair on it. And pick whatever stair you've been using for like this. And then on the second one right here, it goes a little higher. You want to go 7, so it'd be 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the one above it would be 8, 9, 10. So you have 4, 7, and 10, and on top of each of them, you want to put a stair. These 2 you want to face sideways. This one faces that way, and same with the other side. Now, once you do that, or whatever, you'll have this base structure. You want to find some type of background to use that's like a tan color or something. You want to try to mimic like a stone look, but like a tan. So kind of like a sandstone or something like that, or whatever would work fine. But with the Jurassic Craft mod that I have on or whatever, I found this block which was pretty cool. It's called Petrified Greenco log. I probably butchered that name, but anyways, so yeah, I did that, and then I used the stone stairs that are right here. Basically, I just put upside down stair, right side up stair, and then these are the stone half slabs that go across. So basically, this is another door or whatever that I found in the Jurassic Craft mod that gives you the Jurassic Park door. So went ahead, put that there, and again I did the upside down stair, right side up stair. Did a half slab, 4 half slabs across, and then you basically have this 4x4 chunk area of the tan whatever you have to put whatever you want in there. Now the Jurassic Craft mod, I get the T-Rex skull, so I decided to put it there with a barrier that I just stuck right there. And to get barrier, all you had to do is just do / give Mr. J Gaming YouTube, whatever your username is or whatever, and then barrier. And then I already did it or whatever, but once you do that, it just goes right in there. So yeah, I believe if I did get that command wrong or whatever, just look up on YouTube how to get invisible blocks in Minecraft. You'll find it in like 2 seconds. Anyways, so once I got that there, I did go up here, and like I said before, you put the stair there. On the back, I just put some more of the bricks that I've been using for the rest of the build across, and then I did upside down stairs kind of just around it, basically to give it kind of a cool look. And now for this back part that's filled in right there that you can see, what I did is I just went and got a regular stone. I just got regular stone, and I basically just walled it up. So I put one right here. I'm trying to give you guys like a relative look. So if you're building up the 4 and you have that stair, diagonal to that is where the first one goes, and then diagonal to that one is where this one goes. And then you kind of build it up because you want to give it this 3D look rather than just have it right butted up against it. So that's basically how you make the entrance. Now let's get into the next part of this video. So the next part that we're going to do is we're going to work on finishing the walls off, and then we're going to go to the roof. But first or whatever, I wanted to say that you have to go through and put stairs on top of every like part of the wall. What I suggest doing is starting in the front right here in the left and place them like just straight. You don't have to like turn or anything. Just start placing them, and then once you get to the spot where there's 6 across or whatever, 6 singles, so there's a single pillar there, single there, and there's 6 of them, meet in the middle and flip your stair. I hope you understand what I'm saying, but like as you're going, it'll make sense, because like as you're going, you're gonna hit this point right here that's like the mid center of the wall, and you're gonna want to flip. That way if people are from this side, they see the stair going straight. So what you want to do is go through and put stairs on top of that wall along the entire border of it. Now as you can see right here, whenever I did this, I was coming through, placed them on this one, I placed it this way, and then you just go through and place them like that. Now one other thing that I wanted to say is you go ahead, as soon as you put all the stairs on around the entire border, you can go ahead and put a stone slab or whatever slab is your darker slab that you're using for your like stone and your pathways, things like that or whatever. You want to go and take that that brick, whatever that may be, and build it up 4 so it's basically even with the height of this. So yeah, that's all I have for this section of the video. Yeah, I'll join you when we're done with that. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and put all your stairs around the border, and then you built up 3 high to make it even, you can even go 1 more level and put another block, but this one you can go literally on top of like all of these or whatever. Like you can go on all of them, even these back here, but actually these I'm just gonna make my I'm gonna make a match and just raise it to the height. Actually, no, I just lied, because that is going to be the floor. So you can go ahead and raise everything up to basically match or whatever, because this like top layer is gonna be the like floor of part of your roof. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a thing. So, and then just let me finish this right here, and then I'll tell you what to do next. So, also, another thing that you can do is you can come over here, and you can go ahead and fill this in now. Before, it's like left open for you right now. You can go ahead and put glass going all the way up to level here, and then you can put the 2 staircases, and then you can even build these back up, so it'd be up 4 or whatever, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. You can build that up. So this top layer now is your top like level that you'll see kind of in a bit. So what you can go ahead and do once you've done that on both sides and made it even is you can go ahead and put upside down stairs along all of this, and then even with it or whatever, you can try to connect and make them look as nice as possible by doing like corners and stuff. So yeah, you can kind of, that was a bad example right there. But yeah, I mean, you can do what you can to make it look nice, basically. I'm always pretty awful at trying to get stairs or whatever to go across, but yeah, you just do this around the entire border, and then I will show you this side right here, because this part gets a little weird. I think this is what I do for this. I just straight up go ahead and like basically just do that, just like this. Yeah, something sort of like that. So if I go over here, there we go. I think that's getting there. So yeah, I mean, you can just kind of mess around with it or whatever, try to get it to fit how you want or whatever, but yeah, that's the general basic of it. You just go around, you know, in a circle, just trying to make it all look as nice as possible. So yeah, once I finish this, we can get into the next step, which should be the roof. All right. Okay, so I believe that I left off right here or whatever, so I just wanted to show you guys the final product, basically, of what I did with the stairs right here. So this one I kept wrapping around or whatever and got that to fit. There's a little weird gap there, but that's just how it's going to be. And then basically what I did is I made it so this one and this one just faced in towards each other, and then there's that spot. So I did that on both sides, basically. Right here, I gotta fix this. Just give me 1 second. There you go. And so you wrap this around or whatever, basically all the way just to the back, and it does it on both sides. Now the next part that I want to show you or whatever is the outline for the roof. Now this is another very important spot or whatever, a section. You have to make sure that you have this right, or things won't line up correctly. So, with that being said or whatever, you want to come down here and look at your door, and you want to place blocks or whatever rising all the way through, so basically they're right here. So the door's under this. Once you do that, you come back one, and that's where you start your outline, which I did with the with these bricks, the gypsum bricks. So you want to go, now I'm basically going to do like I did last time, and I'm going to tell you the numbers for each. So, and this is repeated on the other side. So you're going to go 10 across, so it'd be like from this side it'd be 5, and then you have 3, 3, 2, 2. You turn it. 2, 2, 3, 3, 5. Okay, so you want to go ahead and do that on both sides first before you start this next spot. Make sure that is correct, or these will not line up correctly. I just did it like 4 times. It was annoying. Anyways, though, so once you get that, you can come over here, and then you have this circular pattern. It's the exact same around. So you have 3, 2, 1, 2. Hold on. Let me just get the time of day. So you have 3, 2, 1. You turn it. 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. So you just do that in a circle of just going 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So once you do that on both sides, that brings us to the last part of the border of this. So what you want to do is you want to go over here and you want to start with 2, 2, and then you turn 2, 2, 3. This is supposed to be 3. So here you go. You got 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then you go across and connect them. And then it's, if you were doing it from this side, then you go 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then you start and you just connect it in the middle, no matter how much or how long this is. I believe this is also 10. But yeah, so that is the outline. So the finished product of the outline is going to look like this. Kind of looks like a little monkey face or head. I don't know if you can see that. But once you go ahead and do that, the last step, which I will just fast forward through or whatever, is to fill in the outside perimeter. So do not touch inside this circle and don't touch inside the center circle. But this outside perimeter, you can go ahead and fill with your blocks that you've used for this. So I'm just going to go ahead, and since I'm using half slabs, I'm not going to make full blocks. I'm just going to half slab the entire thing across. And I forgot to fix that. I will do that now. But yeah, so once you go ahead, you want to do, and I will go up here and show you, you want to do around the entire circle, around that entire thing. Fill all of that in. Now the next cut, I will have that completed, and then we'll get going on the next step. Okay, so as you can see, I got it all filled in now, and I put the stairs around the entire outside rim of everything, and I got them looking really nice. The next step that you want to do, as you've probably noticed, is you go ahead and try to find like a fence. If you're not using like the Jurassic Craft or whatever, if you are using Jurassic Craft, go ahead and use the Phoenix fence or whatever. It looks pretty good, and there's a Phoenix staircase, which I'm going to use for the roof because it looks like the kind of grassy, I don't know what to call it, but it looks like the roof. So I went ahead and used this fence, but I know that like on regular Minecraft or whatever, I think I used oak wood fences for it all, and then oak wood for the roof. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to make the roof or whatever, but make sure that you guys get this step done. So you want to make sure that you go ahead, go around the entire perimeter of this on top of all of the stairs that you just placed around the border, and put this fence around the entire thing. So once you got that, then you are ready for the next step, which is the roof. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to want to do as soon as you get those fences around there is we are going to start on these brick fences that are going to hold up the main roof. So what you guys want to do, what I find the best way to do this, is to come over here. You want to just find any type of like stone wall or whatever. I believe I'm just using a cobblestone wall. And you want to start over here, kind of even with this fence post. Right, like in the middle, you want to do one there and one there. Those are going to be your 2 starting points. So once you're here, you're going to go 2, and then go another one. And you go 2, another one. 2, another one. 1, another one. 1, another one. 1, another one. 1, another one, 2, another wall, 2, another wall, 2, another wall, 2, another wall, and that's where you start this. So you want to do that on the other side too. You can kind of see how it's laid out. I'll just walk through. I won't talk this time. But yeah, so basically you just, every couple you're going to go and you're going to put a wall and you're going to build it too high until you get to these circular parts. Now, when you're here, I'm going to go above here and get like an aerial view of it in case you want to just like pause the video, and it might make it easier for you in terms of like being able to see it. But anyways, so if I go back down here, these you're going to build 3 high. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to find one of the ones that start with 3, okay? You're going to put 1 on each side, leave room in the middle. Now, when the ones are coming off of the 2, you skip 1 and you place 1. Skip 1, 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 place 1. It's the same thing in a circular pattern the whole way through. Now once you're done with that, here's the one weird part that kind of bothers me. You know what? I'm going to change it. Years past or whatever, I never really did it, but I'm doing it this time. So what you're going to do is you're going to do a double right there, because I want it to touch each of the bricks. So again, you're just going to go and follow basically the same pattern where you go, skip 1. It's skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, skip 1, skip 2, 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 skip 1, skip 1, skip 1. And then I will put the 1 here. So that is the fence lining that you need to go around that to hold the roof up. Now, another thing or whatever that you can do right now is you can go ahead and go find yourself some stained glass. I'm going to go ahead and use orange stained glass. And you can go to these circles and you can fill them in. So you can just go across and, yeah, basically just fill these in. It's going to give it kind of just like a little bit of an orange effect or whatever with light shining through it. It's going to look really nice. Now, yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and use whatever color you want, but I just feel like Jurassic Park and stuff kind of has that orangish vibe. So I think that's why I'm going with orange here. And the fact that on my other times that I built this, I used orange. So yeah, I will go ahead and finish up these or whatever, and we'll cut to the next part where we're putting on the roof. So go ahead and complete this step. Okay, so this next part, I'm going to try to do my best to explain it once again. It's really not that difficult. You just have to pay attention to detail, kind of. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your wood or whatever your stair is going to be the roof or whatever that looks like the Jurassic Park Visitor Center. You want to go ahead and go to these. This is right in front of the entrance. And you want to go across all 10 blocks. So this is 10 wide right here. Now, don't go up yet. Okay, I just started early. What you want to do is you want to go over here and you want to do 3, 3, 2, 2, and then you want to turn. You want to go 2, 2, 3, 3, and then 5 right here. You want to do the exact same thing on the other side, okay? So it's going to be 5, 3, 3, 2, 2, turn, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then that brings you back to the 10. So basically what you want to do is you want this to be 5 stairs high. So that's including this bottom layer right here is 1. So right here I have 1, 2. You want this to be 5 high. So what you want to do to make it look nice is continue to keep your stair out and go over here and do this so it's an upside down stair, and do this across each level, basically, and then you just want to make this 5 high. So you want to go ahead and do that for every single one of these, and then when you get over into the corner here, you're going to have to kind of blend it a little bit, and once I get mine completely done on this like bottom layer of the roof or whatever, I will go ahead and show you guys how I blended it after. So that's what we're going to jump to next. But if you want to just get a head start on it or whatever, you can go ahead and make the outline of this and start trying to go up 5 high until you get into the blending. So with that being said, let's get into the next part of the video. Another jump right here. Okay, so now that we have this, let me show you the blending. So down here or whatever, just so you can see, you'll know what I'm talking about if you've tried it or attempted to get there. But right here in the corner, it gets kind of weird with how they kind of pyramid up into each other. So to make it look good, you just go 2, and then you do like a 3 that goes like kind of around in a staircase, and then a 1 right there. And then these ones or whatever literally like build up into each other basically. That actually I want to change to that, but yeah, so like the rest of it fits pretty well. It's just like this little corner part. Now, once you get through and you do all of those, we're going to move on to the next step, which is these. So what I suggest doing or whatever is starting up here on the top where there's the 10 across, and you want to pick a staircase or whatever. I might change this staircase. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. I kind of want maybe something a little more bright, kind of like something brighter, just like the cobblestone fences. But anyways, you want like a stair, and you want to go 2 high. So you're just gonna stair, upside down stair, stair, and you want to go 1 there, or here, let me show you. 1 here, skip 2, 1 there, skip 2, 1 there, skip 2, 1 there. Then you go skip 2, 1 there, skip 2, 1 there, and then this part's a little weird, but you go skip 3, and then 1 there, skip 2 there, skip 2 there, and then there's 2. And you do that on both sides. Now once you guys go ahead and get that done or whatever, I'm going to move on to the next step, so we'll jump over there. Cool, and ignore this, by the way. I was trying something. But yeah. Okay guys, so here's the next part or whatever. Once you kind of have the front of this built, then you want to come over here to one of the towers. I did the left one first, and I'll do the right one in a second. But I just want to show you guys what I have so far over here. So anyways, if you go down, you should still have the fence posts there. What you want to do is basically the circle that you made on the like bottom or whatever, that little outline, you want to follow that with the same bricks but on the top of the fences. So it's just going to be just like that. So I'll give you the overhead view of it. You can pause it and screenshot it, whatever, go through and then do it. But then the next part that you want to do is take whatever, you know, that original block is that the rest of your kind of build was, and you want to go 3 high just on the outside of that block. So you want to do 3 high, and you want to go all the way around, okay? So once you go ahead and do that, you've done the 3 high and all the way around, then you add these stairs. Now again, I don't know if I'm going to change the stairs or not yet. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. But anyways, so you want to go ahead and put a stair, put that type of block or whatever that you used, and then put another stair. And you want to do that anytime there's like 3, it goes 1, 2. It basically goes 1, skip 1, 1, skip 1, 1, skip 1, 1, and then you have this like corner. Then it's there, skip 1 there, skip 1 there, skip 1 there, and then thing. And then you get the point. Screenshot it. But anyways, so yeah, that's it for this part or whatever. Let's get right into the next step. Right after I go ahead and finish all that over there. Okay, so for the next part of the video, I'm going to show you guys basically how to make that roof. It's kind of complicated, so I'm just going to try to explain the best way that, or like a tip that helped me. So all you're gonna do is literally just pyramid the thing up into itself, just like it is over here. It looks confusing, but it's really not after you get the first layer done. So all you have to do is, I go to the front and I look for the first group of 3 bricks down here, and you want to put a stair there, a stair there, and a stair there, and then you want to turn and put a corner stair on there, and turn and put a corner stair on there. And basically you're going to just kind of keep doing that all the way around. So like when you go over here or whatever, do the 3 and put a corner stair, and then these ones you basically just connect into each other, like so. You do that all the way around the circle, and then as soon as you get that done, what I would do is I would go and I would do this and place it on the back of every single stair piece. And then once you go through and do that, you just keep pyramiding up and up and up until you get to the top. I'll show you over here. Once you do get over here, there's a little blending part or whatever. I just made the stairs face the front, but this stair right here could be turned towards the side if you want it. It doesn't matter. And then the very top up here is just it's just a slab. So all I did is just put a slab on there, broke that one off, and then that was the top of the pyramid. So that's all you guys have to do for this part. And if there's any lighting bugs, like if those bother you, you can go on the bottom over here and you can try to the stair, like the bottom stairs or whatever, like that one, you can just break it, or you can or I found like a way to fix it or whatever, is to go ahead and do that. It still covers it on the outside and it blocks it on the inside. But I personally don't really, I don't mind the little holes. I think they're kind of cool. So that's me. But yeah, so that's how you make the pyramid over there. I'm gonna finish up the pyramid over here, and then once that's done, we will go ahead and go to the back over here and start this part up. Or if we don't do that yet, we're gonna go over here and start pyramiding this up some more. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do yet, but we will see when we get there. Alright. Okay guys, as you can see, I got both of the pyramids done and I did the back. So I'll explain this really quick and then show some other little kind of updates that I did to the pyramid or whatever. Anyways though, so you basically just go all 10 across again or whatever, just like you did on the other side. And it's basically the exact same thing. So you're just, 3 across, 6 up, I believe it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 up. 3 across, 5 up. 2 across, 5 up. 2 across, 5 up. And then you do your little blending right there. Right here or whatever, I'll show you from the top of it or whatever, because it'll make more sense. But basically you just kind of fill in the locations and make it look like it, fits. It's what I did on this side too. That was a little update. Beforehand you guys were cut off like right here, and so I just filled in the rest of it, basically just budging it up against the wall, and I did that on both sides. And I did it on the bottom side too, or whatever. So like actually right here I can place another one, but yeah. So, and hold on, there we go, like that. So anyways though, as you can see, I just kind of tried to blend it all together. I decided that I was going to continue the path of skip 2, place 1, skip 2, place 1, skip 2, place 1, skip 2. Remember, this is part of the pyramid, so we're just going to leave that there. Right here I put a block here, and then I put one, and then you skip 2 again, and you put one, and then you have a gap of 3 right here. So when you're doing your blending and all that over here with your 2, and your 2 should lead up to there, you should have 1, 2, 3, and then back over here, and then it's just, skip 2, 1, skip 2, 1, and it does that across the entire top. Now, one thing that I did add or whatever, because I have these, and it was kind of looking funny with the stuff in here, I decided to put these half slabs around the entire top of the pyramid up here as well, or whatever. So it goes it goes across the entire thing right here, and it all just kind of blends together pretty nicely. So the next part or whatever I'm going to show you is basically the next part of the cone, and then there's one more that goes on top of it, and then after that we will be done with basically the building part of it. The rest of it's just going to be interior work, which I do have some pretty cool stuff that I do want to show you, but you know, if you don't want to stick around for that part of it, you know, that's fine too or whatever. But I do have a really good idea for a couple spiral staircases and things like that kind of match the movies and whatnot. And then I also, at the end, I'm probably going to try to make a track or whatever, and then add some more of the Jurassic Craft stuff or whatever. So I should be able to put that on an actual conveyor belt and have it drive through, which would be pretty cool. So yeah, let's get into the next part of this video. Okay, so the next step in this tutorial is basically just working on the upper layer or whatever for the roof. So I went through, and as I was making like this little layout, I did go back and change a couple things. So I did raise this out 2, and I raised this one out 1. Like that block used to be there, it's out 1, and that block used to be like 2 over. So the reason I did this is it gives it more of a symmetrical appearance and stuff, and will make it a lot easier to pyramid up on, and overall it will just look better in the end. The other thing that I did is I decided to put the staircases under here, so it's not just like open blank. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and try to do this on each of them. And then this one I still have to move out. I just haven't yet. But, or actually, no, that one I'm not moving out, because this is the 3. Let me just see something real quick. I just want to see what I did on this side with it. So yeah, that one right there or whatever, I slid that out a little bit. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect this, make it look a little better, and then go ahead and start pyramiding everything up. So my next cut, hopefully I will be done with that, and you guys will be able to see how many levels I go up while pyramiding it. So alright. Okay, so as you can see, I finished the pyramiding up on the middle part. Now all we have is the last little dome part, and we'll be done with the actual building part of this for the exterior. But really quick, I just wanted to show or whatever the like kind of dimensions of it, I guess. So it was like 10 across, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 3 by 3 by 1 by 3 by 3 by 11, and then you have by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3, 10, 3, 3, 3, 3, 11, 3, 3. So once you do that pattern or whatever, and you go up 6 or 5 times, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you're left up here again with these, and I forgot to go around, so I'll do that right now. But as you can see right here, there's a gap of 3. Every other space is literally 2, other than the corner. But 2 space, 2 space, 2 space, 3, 2 space, 3 on the sides, because remember it's 11, so there's that extra block. And then 2 space, 2 space. So yeah, that is how you do that pyramid part. And then another thing to note is right after you get this last staircase right here for the 5th layer up, be sure to put a staircase behind it still, so you can put these little platforms and the stairs coming off of it. It just kind of completes the look, makes it look decent. So like when you, wow, that looks really good. But yeah. So that's it for that part. Now we just have to finish this last little dome area. So once I finish that, I will be back again. Okay, guys. So we finished the roof on this. So yeah, let me show you really quick. I showed you the stairs up beforehand. All I did was put a stair behind each of these pillars, and then I started off of that, and then I literally just went in a circle and pyramided the whole thing up. This was actually really easy to do compared to the rest, and that because it all worked. There was no blending or nothing. And then you can put glass up here if you want, or you can just flat out block this out. But one tip though is like if you want like some really cool natural light sources, like obviously there's all of these, but that's also a really good one too, or whatever, is to have that open right in the roof. It's kind of a cool area, so I suggest either, you know, putting some glass there or just leaving it wide open. But yeah, I'll give you a look from the front of this. So yeah, looks pretty good in my opinion. So yeah, that's that. So now we're gonna get into some of the more into some of the other stuff. We might touch up the like the outside of the building some still, but generally the rest of it's just gonna kind of be decorating, not extreme building except for the inside. But like outside is pretty much done except for just making things look nicer. Yeah, so, and then, you know, you could always add some stuff up here on the roof and whatnot, and ways to get up there. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these double doors. So what we're going to do now or whatever is we're going to build like a little platform up here, and then we're going to have a staircase, a wooden staircase that goes down both sides to the ground. So it's going to go down on both sides, and then we'll have something in the middle, and then we will have a upper balcony over here, as well as a bunch of dinosaur skeletons in here. Now with the Jurassic Craft mod, I have pre-made skeletons that I can just drop and they'll look a lot better, which I will do. But there are also some skeletons and stuff that I've made before you can make with regular fence, like just regular fences. You can make some pretty cool dinosaur skeletons out of that. Like, let's see, what did I make before? I made a T-Rex sculpture out of some wooden fences, and a pterodactyl up in the rafters. I don't know, there's some pretty cool things that you can do with fences to make skeletons. So I'll go ahead and I'll probably show you how to at least make the T-Rex, just in case you don't have access to the Jurassic Craft mod, because, you know, you might be on like a PlayStation or something, or just on a server where you don't have that mod. So yeah, with that being said, let's get right into making this stairway. Alright. Okay, so now that we have the entire building done, the next thing that I'm going to show you guys is the interior. Now you guys can do whatever you want with the interior, because it is pretty big and open, but if you do want to like follow what I'm doing, I do have some pretty cool ideas for a staircase or whatever in here that's going to go down on both sides, and then the kind of what you would see like in the actual visitor center or whatever. I have some stuff back here that I'm going to build, but anyways, so you can see I died out there. I walked over there and I went to kill a mob and did the wrong command and killed myself. So that was fun. But anyways, so to start this staircase or whatever, I'm going to talk you through the beginning part of this really quick, because this kind of portion of it you have to break down into multiple steps, just because it is a little confusing if I was to just show you the whole staircase and say do this. So anyways, what you want to do is you want to go in on the inside of the door, and the first row you want to go ahead and do with full solid blocks of whatever like half slab you're doing. You want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so once you do 12, then what you want to do is go down here, and on the bottom layer you just follow that back to the wall. Same on the other side, you just follow it back to the wall, and I will actually destroy this for now. And then what you want to do is you want to come off of the front of it, and you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So that just gives you kind of a nice staircase or whatever leading down a little bit, and then we'll go off to the side and do these cool staircase down. Basically this block right here is as far as you're going to go out, and I believe this is 7 from here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to go out 7, and then this is going to be like the block that you put your barrier or your fence on, basically just so you don't walk off the edge. But yeah, like a little balcony kind of. So yeah, the next part of the video I'm going to show you guys probably the full staircase, and then I'm going to try to talk about that to help you guys out. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do for this part of the video is I'm going to explain this, and then also I might just try to build it over here so you can kind of watch me go through step by step. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, if you haven't noticed already, is you build 2 more blocks out this way on each side, just like I've already done here. So once you have this area right here, you basically will just, you know, go over in the video or whatever and look at this side. So it looks like I built over 2 more, looks like. So yeah, just going off of the straight floor, you go 1, 2, and then forward 1 over 1, forward 1 over 3. So forward 1 over 1, forward 1 over 3. So yeah, you're gonna have raised down on the first, like the first step is gonna have a row of 4 and a row of 3. So if I go over here now, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I will have 1, 2, 3. So that's the first step of the stairs. And then the next step is going to be 4 by 4 raised down 1. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that I got that over 4, on the back side I can go over 1, or like forward 1 over 1. Just like so. And then I can go ahead and come this way 1 right there. So what that's going to do is create this little area where you can go ahead and fill in these 3 blocks. So it's going to look like that. Now the other thing is, if you notice these are solid over here, you're going to want to come over here and fill in these bottom 3. Just fill in the gaps. So now that you have those 3 and that 1, you're going to notice that this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and it does that for 2 layers, and then 2 right there. So doing it on the other side, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Now right here, we're going to go down 1, level again for just 2. And then we're going to put one next to it. Let me go back and just make sure. 2. So yeah, on the inside right here, make that a solid block. You're going to go right there, and you're just going to make 2. I'm just going to fill that in just because. And then over here, you can go ahead and just make that solid. And I'll do the same right here. So yeah, basically when I'm finished with all this, I will block all of this in so people can't really get behind there. And then under here is going to be like a room that you could have of whatever storage or whatever you want to put. So if I go back over here and look, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me just make sure that's in the right spot. And now I need to move it over 1. So it's going to look like this. And break this block. There we go. So now with that there, then we are just going to go ahead and do this little thing right here. So I'm going to put, going off of that like middle double, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we'll do a double there. And then you can do that right there. That right there. And I believe that is that. So if I go over here, the fences should all fit in pretty nicely. Because you don't want them hovering, and you want them to all kind of have like connections and whatnot. Is that how I have that right there? What I could do is that and open that up a little bit. What do I like more? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm okay with that. So I'm gonna go right here and just like that. So now on the back side, what you want to do with the stairs is bring them out. And just follow the edge of this. And then I will fill in those blocks right there. Just like that. And then you can do like a little single right there, or just kind of do whatever you want with this. You can just bring it like that. I'm just going to leave it like that though. So those should be even. They might not be, but it looks pretty good to me. So this is basically going to be your staircase. And then like I said, you can fill this in as much as you want and kind of do whatever you want under there. I will figure out what I'm going to do with this and then probably show you in one of the next jumps. So alright. Okay, hey guys, so this one is going to be kind of a weird cut because like this part of the video was recorded 2 days after the previous parts that I made. So things got a little interesting because I just started messing around with different mods and whatnot just on this world. So I kind of put all those away for now, and I just wanted to show you what I did next in my build. So the first thing that you're going to notice is when I walk outside, I believe I already showed you guys the stairs. Pretty sure that was in my last cut. But now if you walk outside, you'll see that there is a pond out there. So this is the beginning of the pond. I still have some finishing up to do. Like I'm going to put lily pads and like a little center island in there. and then I'm probably going to build my T-Rex skeleton sculpture out there for you guys too. But I just wanted to kind of explain this or whatever, what I did with the outside. So the last time you saw or whatever, I had basically built out to here. And so what I did is I went ahead and put a layer of 2 grass along the entire thing. And then the third layer out is where you start your path for your cars and stuff. Now remember, these cars are part of the Jurassic Craft mod. So if you don't have mods, if you don't have the Jurassic Craft mod, just go ahead and use like a Minecart or something. If you are using the Jurassic Rebuild texture pack, if you're going ahead and using that, you will see that if I can find my transportation, there are minecarts also that are textured basically like that. I don't know if these will fit there. No, they don't. So you could just use like a regular rail system with minecarts and then use this texture pack if you want it to look like it. But with the Jurassic Craft mod, we have these built-in rail systems that we can go ahead and place. And as you can see, this is a medium tour vehicle track, meaning that it moves at medium speed. So if I go ahead and get in this, you will see that it kind of moves at like a modern pace or whatever. It's not too bad. And it got messed up. Hold on. We're just going to leave it that way for now. But anyways, so that fits right on the track, and then this one you can just drive anywhere that you want, which is nice. So we're just going to leave that there for now on. But explaining this roadway, so the roadway that I'm building in front of this is 7 bricks wide. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then your rail system, and then 1, 2, 3. So I use the gypsum stone, as you can see in the top of the screen. I finally now put a mod on that tells me what I'm looking at. So I use the gypsum stone from the Jurassic Craft mod to go ahead and make this. And then the rail system, and then the cars. So with that being said, after you do the 7 out, I went 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks over. And then with the 4 blocks over, what I decided to do is go ahead and make this pond or whatever. So I go 4 blocks over and then make the pond. Now, what I'm probably going to do, because I don't really like how this looks right now, is I'm probably going to put another layer of grass along this right here. Which actually, I'll go ahead and do that right now for you guys. So if I go right here, and go all the way down over here, which I can barely see, I will do set grass, and that should have done it for me. So I think that looks a little better in my opinion. I like that. And then I'll probably do the same with this side, just make it all kind of even. But basically the 2 things that you want to try to make sure is that it's just kind of even with the width of your build in a sense. So, I mean, you don't have to be perfect about it. I definitely wasn't. As you can see, I cut into the corners to kind of make it look a little more authentic. But definitely, you know, go ahead and try to make it like the width of the building for the pond. And then all I did was, you want to go ahead and find some slabs, do like a little, you know, something like this, and then go ahead and put a tree there. I used a phoenix log from the phoenix tree sapling from the Jurassic Craft mod. But you can go ahead and use the acacia trees from regular Minecraft. Those kind of give a little prehistoric tree looking type, and it turns out pretty well. So with that being said, I think that's it for the beginning of this part. The next thing I'm going to probably do is create like the little center island with some lily pads, and then I have the skeleton to make. And then other than that, then I just have the rest of the interior to make, which I'm going to go ahead and put a little white balcony up along the entire thing with stairs going up to it, and then probably just some little decorative things, and then I might try to see if I can work elevators into these sections, if possible. I think that would be pretty cool. I just gotta make sure I can get the right mods on, and yeah. So yeah, let's get into the next part of this video. Hey guys, so jumping ahead here, I did finish the like interior right here, which like I'll show you in a second or whatever how I did all of that. But I did set the time to night just so you could see with the lighting that I added, what it looks like on there. So with Mr. Crayfish's modern furniture mod, you get these light blocks that you can access with light switches. And so that's what I'm using here for this, but let me go ahead and show you what to do. So, and this I might put something there, but what you want to do is, you're going to go to this like back corner and you're going to place a block quartz right there. Now, just to let you know, this is 7 high. So you go up 7 and then place your first blocks on like the 7th level. So you're going to go ahead to the back there, that little back corner, you're going to put one there, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you go 6 out, and then you're just going to do, I'm going to show you the perimeter of this, and then with the perimeter of it, then you just fill in the back, okay? So don't worry about the fences right now, don't worry about these posts, I'm just showing you the outline of this. So remember, you go 7 blocks up, and then your first one's going to be right here, even with this. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You come out 1, you go 1, 2, come out 1, 1, 2, further again, 1, 2, and then right here is where you go singles instead of doubles. So just to go again, you got 5, 2, 2, 2. And then you have 9 ones. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you go 2, and then 3, and then 3 again, and then 4, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I want you to go to right now. So just to recap, you go 5, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now once you do that, you can go ahead and go 7 out. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if you go to the opposite side, I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, don't worry about this for now. So just come out 5, and then you're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then that corner piece right there, that's going to be 7. And then once you're there, you're going to go ahead, you're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Actually, hold on. I'm going to show you from the other side now, because it'll make sense or whatever once you go, you know, across all that. You go 7, and then you're 5, and then you go back 7. I'm going to show you this, and it's going to connect. So you go the same thing over here as you did the other side. 7 blocks up, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 2, 2, and then you have 9 ones, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then you have 2, 3, 3, and then 2 to connect it. So once you connect it, you can go ahead and you can just fill in all of this up here and just make it a complete walking path for the balcony. Now, let me explain the stairs, or I'm going to explain the wood fences first. So what you want to do with this is you're just going to go ahead and you're going to go along the outside. But if you want to just follow along and like pause in this video, I'm just going to try to slowly go by, and you can see where I put these metal posts going up. Now the metal posts I use in this are the low security fence poles from the Jurassic Craft mod, but you can also use stone walls. Those look pretty nice. So, going back or whatever, you can just, I'm just going to fly by and you can kind of see where I put them. So I tried to space them out somewhat evenly, even though they're probably not perfect. But generally it just kind of gives it a little more of a better effect and stuff. And then you can also, since this doesn't reach up here with these, you can go ahead and put a stone slab there, or whatever your slab that you're using. And it'll look better and connected. But anyways, going back across, you can see that I put on the corner, I put one right there, and like I said, you basically just go across with those fences. Now let me show you the stair part right here. So what you're going to do is on this line that you have right here, you're going to go ahead, you're going to go in one, and then you're going to go 1, 2, 3 of just slabs. So it's going to make a stair effect. And then what you want to do with that is you want to go under that one, and you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then out one on that side, out one on that side, and then 3 slabs. And you're going to do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 1, 3 slabs. Once you get down to this level, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can go 6 right here if you want, or you can back it up. It's kind of your preference on how you want these stairs to look. But basically what I did is I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that gives me enough room to give me the 3 across with the slabs and stuff. Now, what I did right here is I kind of was experimenting a little bit, and I might do this completely, I'm not sure, but for the bottom parts at least, down here, I was thinking about making all this, just these like quartz stairs, because I'm using quartz blocks for this, by the way. So quartz stairs, or if I don't do that, I'm just going to continue this pattern of the across 5 and then down whatever, you know. I might continue that there. Hold on, there we go. So, yeah, I might continue this pattern all the way down. I think that might look a little better, but it does make it kind of come out a little far. So if you want to try to make this shorter, make it a little more condensed, you can go ahead and do these just like block, block, stair, and then go all the way up. And then once you do that, you can just go ahead and just space these lights out how you prefer to. Again, I'll show you over here or whatever. I'll go buy all the lights so you can just see them. So I have one right there. I have one on this right there. I got one on the second single from there. I got one right there. One right there. One behind this pole. One right there. One on the second one again, and I could break that light switch if I wanted. One right there and one right there. So basically that is how you do these stairs up into the balcony. The balcony is pretty much, it's pretty good and I like it. I think I'm always going to keep it this size and at this like height. The only thing is I might alter these stairs a little bit. I might bring them out a little more, or I might try to condense them. But for right now, this is just kind of where I'm going to leave the stairs and how they're going to look. So yeah.